When you picture a camel, you probably think of a calm, majestic creature swaying gently across a vast desert. But what if I told you that, for a few months each year, these gentle giants transform into something else entirely? Welcome to the world of the dromedary camel during rutting season. A time of intense, raw, and surprisingly aggressive behavior. Male camels, or bulls, enter a state called rut, driven by a massive surge in hormones, their primary goal: to dominate and win the right to mate. And they will stop at nothing to achieve it. One of their most bizarre and intimidating displays involves an organ you've probably never heard of, the dullah. It's a large, inflatable sac that hangs out of the side of their mouth, covered in thick saliva. They inflate it like a pink, fleshy balloon, creating a deep gurgling sound to both attract females and warn off rivals. But the dullah is just the opening act. When two bulls meet, a real battle begins. They start by trying to intimidate each other, making loud noises, grinding their teeth, and secreting a dark, smelly substance from glands on the back of their heads, which they rub onto their humps. It's a multi-sensory assault designed to say, "I'm bigger, stronger, and you should back down." If intimidation fails, things get physical. These are not just clumsy shoves. Camel fights are strategic and dangerous. They use their long, powerful necks to try and force their opponent to the ground. They bite with incredible force, aiming for the legs to cripple their rival. They'll even try to get on top of a downed opponent, using their massive body weight to crush them into submission. It's a brutal, exhausting contest of strength and will, where the winner takes all and the loser is left to recover, or sometimes not recover at all. So the next time you see a dromedary camel, remember the hidden fire within. Beneath that serene exterior lies the heart of a fierce warrior, ready to unleash its full power when the desert sands heat up for mating season. For most of the year, that picture is absolutely true. But for a few intense months, this peaceful giant undergoes one of the most dramatic transformations in the animal kingdom. Welcome to the world of the dromedary camel during the rut. As the days shorten and winter approaches, a powerful hormonal surge completely changes the male camel or bull. His testosterone levels can skyrocket up to 60 times their normal amount. This isn't just a mood swing. It's a complete physiological overhaul. He stops eating, loses a significant amount of weight, and becomes restless and highly aggressive. Dark, tar-like secretions ooze from glands on the back of his head, a scent mark to signal his readiness to mate. He grinds his teeth, producing a thick, foamy saliva, and his calls become deep, gurgling roars that echo across the dunes. Perhaps the most bizarre and striking feature of a rutting bull is the dullah. This is a large, inflatable sac that emerges from the side of his mouth. It's not a second tongue or a tumor, but an extension of his soft palate. He forces air into it, blowing it up like a grotesque pink balloon. The dullah serves a dual purpose. It's a visual display of dominance, a bright, fleshy flag that says I am big, I am strong, and I am ready to fight. It also helps to amplify his vocalizations, turning his gurgles into intimidating roars that carry for miles. Seeing a bull with his dullah fully inflated, head thrown back, and saliva flying is a truly primal and intimidating sight. The goal of all this dramatic posturing is to establish a hierarchy and win mating rights. The camel world during rut is governed by a strict pecking order, and challenges are constant. Fights are serious, often brutal, and follow a distinct pattern. It usually begins with intimidation. Two rival bulls will stand parallel to each other, sizing each other up. They'll roar, grind their teeth, and flash their dullers. They might kick sand or urinate to mark their territory. It's a war of nerves, a psychological battle where the less confident male might back down before a single blow is struck. If neither bull retreats, the conflict escalates to physical combat. This isn't a chaotic brawl. It's a strategic test of strength and endurance. The primary technique is neck wrestling. They intertwine their long, powerful necks, pushing and shoving, each trying to force the other's head to the ground. A bull who can pin his opponent's head has a massive advantage. From this position, he can use his sharp canine teeth, which are more like tusks, to inflict serious injury. They bite at the legs, the neck, and the hump, aiming to cripple their rival and force submission. These fights can last for hours, leaving both animals exhausted and often bloodied. The loser, once he accepts defeat, will flee, leaving the victor to claim his prize, the right to mate with the females in the herd. So where are the females during all this drama? Female camels, or cows, are the calm center of the storm. They form the core of the herd, living in social groups with their offspring. A single dominant bull will control a harem of anywhere from 5 to 30 females. He is constantly on guard, herding his cows and fending off any challengers who dare to approach. He uses his body to block them, guiding them away from rivals with his neck and shoulders. His entire existence during these few months is dedicated to protecting his genetic legacy. Life for a camel calf begins after a long gestation period of about 13 to 14 months. The mother will usually move away from the herd to give birth in a secluded spot. Calves are able to stand and walk within just a few hours of being born, a crucial adaptation for life in a world with predators. They are incredibly close to their mothers, nursing for up to 2 years and learning all the essential survival skills, from finding food and water to navigating the complex social dynamics of the herd. The bond between a mother and her calf is one of the strongest in the camel world. For the humans who live and work alongside these animals, the rut is a period of extreme caution. A docile, friendly working camel can become an unpredictable and dangerous animal overnight. Herders have developed techniques over centuries to manage them. Bulls are often separated from the main herds, kept in strong enclosures, or hobbled to limit their movement. Experienced handlers know the warning signs of aggression and understand the need to give these powerful animals a wide berth. A mistake during the rut can have severe consequences, as a charging, half-done bull is an unstoppable force. Managing them requires deep respect for their power and an understanding of their primal instincts. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the rut ends. As spring arrives, the bull's testosterone levels drop. He starts eating again, his aggressive behavior subsides, and the duller recedes. The dark glands on his head dry up. Within a few weeks, he is once again the calm, patient, and reliable animal we all recognize. The ship of the desert returns, his peaceful nature restored. This incredible duality is what makes the dromedary camel so fascinating. It's a creature of stark contrasts. For most of its life, It is the epitome of tranquility and endurance. A gentle giant perfectly adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth, but hidden within that placid exterior is the raw, untamed spirit of a fierce warrior, a primal force unleashed by the ancient rhythms of the mating season. It's a powerful reminder that even in the most familiar of animals, there are deep, wild secrets waiting to be discovered. The peaceful desert wanderer and the raging, rutting bull are not two different animals, but two sides of the same extraordinary coin. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the wild heart of the camel. If you found this as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure.